Hi guys, it's Andrea here with Create Your Future, and in today's video I would like to talk with you about shifting realities or quantum jump. Before I start this video, I want to let you know that Create Your Future is giving away a free course. You will find the link in the descriptions below, and the course is about how to find your blocks to manifest anything what you want fast. Also, if you would like to work with me on one-on-one coaching and actually make me a part of your manifestation journey, I would be more than happy to help you. You will find the link in the descriptions below. Mastering your mind. When I understand that what it means, basically, that you need to master your mind, because if you don't, your mind will become your master. Imagine that you are driving a car and you are the chauffeur and you are holding the wheels. If you are not controlling the car and you just let the wheel go and you are keep pushing the gas, your car will run like crazy, but you are not controlling what's going on, and it can become a disaster, correct? So this is exactly what's happening with our mind too. If you are not on top of your mind, if you are not controlling your mind will go on an autopilot, and what it happens, all the programming what we have subconsciously since we were born, basically, and then we are building that programming in our mind, it's gonna run like the car without you holding the wheels, and it's going to manifest for you every single unwanted situations, depending of course on your programming. But most of us, we don't really have such wonderful programming, and the beautiful part of it is that we are learning how to master our mind, which is basically mental diet, and then we are on top of our life and we are on control. When I understand these basics and I start to watch my thoughts, everything started to change. But what is changing reality means? We have infinite possibilities of every single situations in our life. That's why circumstances does not matter. Your past pain does not matter. What it is right now, it does not matter. Those were all created with your programming from the past, but because you are the one creating them, you are the one who can change it. So we know this principle, and how we're gonna start to do that. This is the reality we are in right now. You might not like this reality because you don't have your SP, maybe you don't have the money you desire to make, circumstances are not the way you would like to have them, but you have to know that this is just one reality out of the infinite possibility you can create for yourself, and you are creating them with your mind. We start affirming, we start scripting, we do all the different techniques, and it's for me and for my clients also. You can fall into one of the mistakes that you are affirming, you're doing everything in your power, you think you are doing everything correctly, nothing is changing. Why not? Because you do not become the person who has the desired outcome. In other words, you are not shifting your reality. You are staying constantly on your reality where you are right now, and you are not changing the reality. And how do you change your reality? By controlling your mind, but staying on top of your mental diet, and the fuel to go from here to your outcome, it's that you need to think, you need to become, you need to feel your desire. You have to become the person who has everything what you wish for. If you want to have your SP, and right now you are on a situation that you are separated, or you are not in the best relationship, you are getting only breadcrumbs and you are wishing for more, that's the reality you are creating for yourself. And we're going to shift and get and jump on the reality you want to be. So again, by controlling your mind, by watching what you would like to have. Imagine that person who is in the end of your desire. Who is she or he? How she would feel, how she would think, how she would dress, how she would behave, how she would create her life. The way she would talk, the way she would move, the way she would do basically everything. You can wake up and go to work. If you're gonna wake up and go to work and do the same thing like you are doing every day the same way, the only difference is that you stayed 5 or 10 minutes on your mental diet, but you are continuing your day just like the day before, nothing's gonna change. You might see a little bit of breadcrumbs here and there, but in order to really reach your desired outcome, you are staying on your mental diet. Every single moment you are observing that, oops, again, I had a thought, but it doesn't serve my desired outcome. You take a couple of seconds for yourself if you are at work, or you have a washroom break, or you put a reminder on your phone if you can, every half an hour or every 1 hour, a little bit of alarm, and when the alarm comes up, just give it a couple of minutes and start to feel that person who has already everything what they desired, and when you are becoming that person, you mentally inside you are becoming that person, and the more and more you are on your mental diet, you more and more you are watching yourself throughout the day, and you are repeating the behavior, not just scripting, not just affirming, actually doing the behaviors, watching, feeling, imagining, smelling, hearing ourselves, how use your all 5 senses right now for that person you want to become. Just imagine how she would hold herself, what you would hear, what you would do, how are you going to react to everyday situations when you go to work, and right now maybe you have an unpleasant connection with your boss or one of your co-worker, and you are reacting always the same thing. You are getting a little bit frustrated, or you are murmuring inside your mind that I don't understand why that person always have to do that. I don't understand what's the problem. No, you change the story. You change the story there. You change your story, how to react like that. How would that person who would be in her wish fulfilled, would be she upset with her coworker? Maybe you wish to have to be a millionaire. Would you be bothered by a coworker? Or you would be so calm, so relaxed, so happy, so kind. Your heart would be full with love because you have the freedom to treat people nicely. You would have the freedom to choose every single time what you want to do, and you will always choose love, and you will always choose being calm and relaxed. You would never choose a conversation in your mind that it's unpleasant. And when you learn to do that, when you start to observing that you need not only stay on the mental diet and affirming, again, there is nothing wrong with that. It works, it's there, it's a tool. It's a tool for you to become the person you want to be. That this is major to understand. You become the person, and when you become the person who has it all, everything around you is changing. With affirmation will change. With scripting is changing too. But when you want to change the reality faster, you would become that person. In your mental diet, you would do all the things what I told you. You would feel, think, you would use all your 5 senses. And I promise you guys, I promise in that moment, you will reality jump, you will jump the reality, and your life is changing. I used to be a person who always thought unpleasantly. I was thinking that I am a positive person, but when I start to observe the chatter in my mind with maybe unimportant situations, but understand that that unimportant situation is still part of your personality. You need to have a different personality. You basically become a different person, like Joe Dispenza says, right? You have to become a different person in order to have a different outcome, because if you wake up every day and you're gonna do the same thing over and over again, you're not gonna have a different outcome. You're not gonna be different, even if you are spending 10 minutes a day in the morning, or an hour or 5 minutes, and you do the same thing at nighttime. But if you go for 23 hours implementing the old personality, guess what? The dominant part is going to be the old personality, and that's why you're not going to see major changes. As I told you before, maybe a little bit here and there, because you are putting in some mental diet, some work, but majorly it's not changing. Only when you are changing, everything what is inside, it's gonna be outside. Everything comes from our inside. So when we change, everything else is changing. And I never said there is nobody else to change but yourself. And that is how you change yourself, by becoming a different person. And when you become a different person, you are jumping in a reality, you are quantum jumping, and then your reality is gonna be a totally different. Your reality is gonna be the one you become. And if you work on this, you can become the person. You are already having that you are already having that option. You just have to become that person. Guys, I intend this information will give you that little aha moment, and we are here. Create Your Future, it's here for you. Any questions you have, write it in the comments below. We are more than happy to make videos to help you and to be part in your manifestation journey. I love you all and have a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye.